drunk 40-year-old Caucasian male starts taunting me. He says, do it, just shove, man up.
It is not a way to get rich quick. It is not a way to get yourself out of any fucking low parts of your life. It will put you in a lower part of life. The ones that are lucky lose their first time playing. The ones that are the unluckiest win. Do you understand? Because then you get sucked in and you're fucking done.
The live poker vlog is back. And we're going to our home turf, our home base, home court advantage, the Wynn/Encore Poker Room. $400 two-flight event, 100,000 guaranteed. Probably going to be a 200,000 guarantee. Everybody loves the Wynn. Let's bag and tag, make the money, and make that final table. This is day one. In the first 30 minutes of play, I ordered a drink, got a massage, some good small talk with table mates, lost a big pot with 2 pair, won a big pot with 2 pair, nice thin value on the river on the ace 8-3 king board. Hit ace 8, got there. And we have about 35,000 from 25,000.
Very Indian.
Going to 800 big blind. Chicken chow mein. 5 out of 10. Chicken meat doesn't look like normal chicken meat. Could be genetically modified fake chicken meat. But that's dinner. No excuses. We're going to play great for another 4 hours. Bag and tag.
Bag and tag.
Let's talk about a little live pro move that I noticed today that really grinds my gears. Action checked the river. My opponent, first act, said pair of 8s and did not show their hand. I rolled over top pair without thinking much, but then I realized, why doesn't he just show his hand? And it is a strategic move to not show your hand and get the information of your opponent's hand. So you should not fall for this when it comes from regulars, pros, scumbags, anybody that doesn't deserve it. The only time someone should proclaim 8 high or, bottom pair or some shit on the river and not show their hand, you should only show as a courtesy if they're a big whale in the game, if they're a VIP. You don't want to embarrass them, you want them to have a good time, but when you're going against other regs, top pros, it's a game of edges, and you're giving up an edge by giving them the courtesy of showing your hand after they announce what they have without showing it. That's your pro tip for the day. Our reg heavy table is about to break.
Okay, I lose 1, 2. Keep that. High car.
And it breaks. We got a new table full of mostly recreationals, what I like to see. Let's pick up some hands and have our 50K stack grow. I had a big hand. With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, under the gun 1 limps, under the gun 2 limps. We're in middle position with ace, queen of spades and 41,000. Good jam, but make it 8,000, see what happens. Guy who just 4-bet ace 8 suited on my left, 3 bets to 23,000. What's he repping? Action folds to a viewer of the vlog, a lover of dogs who is in the small blind or big blind, goes deep in the tank, and this is when I put him on pocket jacks. He doesn't know what to do with jacks. He eventually shoves it all in. I'm here to gamble. I'm all in, and guy behind me comes all in. We got a 3-way all in, and we're up against pocket jacks from the blinds, and 3-better has kings. We got a lot of outs. 3 spades one time. Looking good for ace queen. All the aces. And the queens. deuce.
We have a.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
One orbit later, it folds to me in middle position. I look down at pocket aces. The heater, make it 4,000. Same guy calls on my left. And local reg shoves all in for 41,000. We like to see this. I tank flat call, and flatter goes in the tank. Another three-way. This time we have aces. No, he folds, but we're up against ace, jack of hearts. Dominated, no hearts dealer. We do have the run out. Look at this shocking video.
Two pair, aces and fours.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
Like I said for tomorrow, you have to bag and tag tonight. Best of luck, players.
I get moved to a new table, the unofficial final table, but there's still plenty of people in this tournament, about 70. We play down to 28, 11% of the field. We'll all be in the money, and we'll all come back for day two. Drunk 40-year-old Caucasian male under the gun opens to 6,500. The button flats, and we're in the big blind with pocket deuces. No greater feeling than flopping a set in a three-way pot. We put in the call, we're deep, and the flop comes king, nine, deuce, two diamonds. Bingo, bango, bongo, Vince. Early position drunk, bet 6,000. Button calls, and it's time to get it while the getting's good. Charge those straight draws, flush draws, get value from top pair, and make it 25,000. Drunk calls, button folds. No diamond dealer. Offsuit 3 is the turn. Beautiful. I want to size this up to set up a under pot size river jam, so we got 50,000. He quickly calls. No diamond dealer, no Broadway, please. The river is another 3. We got the Boski. We have 122,000 behind. It's time to go for max value. As I'm thinking about if there's any other sizing besides all in, my opponent starts talking to me. He starts taunting me. On the river with me first act. He says, do it. Just shove. You can do it. Man up. Shove it all in. Come on. See, I don't know if this is a reverse tell. Not sure about the psychology of this, but we'll just go with my baseline reasoning of drunk people don't usually like to make tight folds. So we go ahead and shove all in. He quickly calls, and set is good. He shows king, jack of clubs right before he crumples them onto the table. Crumpled cards. Don't do this. Right. Floor comes over, and he starts berating me. Says I punted it off with deuces. Real borderline stuff. Dealer counts out my stack. I get paid the 122K. He's got about 13,000 behind. Floor threatens to give him a one-round penalty and just blind him out, but they don't, so he's all in dark the next hand. The same gentleman had been warned by the floor earlier for making a big scene. Ultimately, justice is served. He loses the next hand, and he's out of the tournament. And we have 400,000 chips. It's a lot of big blinds.
No. Hey, you guys are in the same tune. You're welcome.
A few orbits later, 2,500 big blind. I open ace king of diamonds, button flats, and small blind. Seems like an aggro, cocky pro. Makes it 21,000. He has about 230,000 in his stack, and I think a 4-bet is the correct play here. I'm bound to play for stacks, make it 55,000. Button folds, and he tank calls. What kind of range you putting him on here? Mid to high pairs, ace king, ace queen, slow played aces, maybe kings. Strong hands, especially out of position. So we're hoping to flop a couple diamonds and feel good about it. But the flop comes 9-8-5, 2 hearts. He checks to me, and with just over a pot-sized bet behind, we could rep an overpair and shove, but it seems a little excessive. Actually show some caution and check back. Turns a deuce. He bets 40,000. And a fold. Got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him. 345,000 coming back to 3K big blind. About 2 more hours left to play. With blinds at 1,500, 3,000, I'm in middle position with pocket aces. Some deep stacks at the table. I make it 7,000 to go. Action folds to the big blind. Same tattooed cocky reg who beat us in the ace king of diamonds hand. He doesn't fold, he doesn't call, he 3-bets 28,000. He started the hand with 360,000. We have 345,000, so he has us covered. But at over 100 blinds deep, not a big fan of slow playing aces here, especially with the dynamic we've had. So we put in the warm 4-ball, 70,000 to go. He doesn't think long before he says all in. I confirm he says all in. I can't believe it. And we put in the call. He shows ace king offsuit. We're a huge favorite for a chip lead pot. 700,000 chip pot with pocket aces. Let's hold.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
Where the blinds at? 2,000, 4,000, 4,000. Action folds to the cutoff. A local reg who makes it 10,000 to go off a 150K stack. Small blind calls with about 150K. And I'm in the big blind with the Cowboys. Pocket kings. What a great spot to squeeze it up to 45,000. Original raiser is not having it, and he shoves all in. Small blind folds. We call, and we're up against ace jack of hearts. Big 70-30. Let's hold.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
Man's on 5. Leader.
I'm still stacking my chips when we get dealt the next hand in the small blind. Middle position opens to 9,000, and I look down at pocket jacks. I make it 35,000 to go, and the big blind goes in the tank. Do they have us coolered? They shove all in. Original raiser folds, and there's no right way to play jacks, but we're not 3-bet folding against this stack size of 150K. We put in the call, and we see the good news of pocket threes. 80% to win. Big hold. Here's the video.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
Chips. Sitting on 1,000,000 chips. And it feels great, man. Running hot pre-flop and holding post-flop with a 4K big blind. Folds us on the button, and we look down at ace queen of hearts, a premium. Make it 9,000 to go. Older Caucasian male who knows me by name, who just sat down, shoves all in for 69,000. Big blind folds, and of course we put in the call, and we're up against ace 10 suited. Another cooler. Let's hold.
You have to win your all-ins. If you don't win your all-ins, you got no chance of winning.
The multi-day Wynn flights play down to 11% of the field for all flights, so everybody that comes back on day 2 is in the money. Min cash is around double your buy-in, so around $800. It's the best way to do it. I'm glad they implemented this. Thanks to my advice many years ago. Shout out to 10K Ray, one of the best tournament directors in the industry. I don't get to abuse the bubble for long before we're hand for hand.
Hand for hand, money bubble.
Boom.
Shout out to Boski. Best vlog on YouTube.
Take 2 rings off the clock. For each hand that we're going to deal in tandem at each table at the same time. We're going to take 2 minutes off the clock. It's going to be 3 and 5,000 and 5,000 hands. It's either as if there's an all-in and a call at your...
I raise up jack 6 of hearts under the gun. Player to my left shoves all in for like 35,000. Folds to the big blind, who's thinking, I'm calling, but he gives me the bad news, which is an all-in for 300,000. I look at him and he says, don't call me. He's scared. But of course, we're not going to call the jack 6 of hearts. We fold, and the bubble might burst right here. Shover has king jack, and big blind has pocket aces. If aces hold, we make it to day 2, and we have video.
Cards. 1090s. Split. Three. Yay, let's go.
Take your king jack in as much as you can.
GG's, everybody.
All right, players, congratulations. Thank
You barely made it, Boski. Yeah. Good job, man.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Okay, please. In a minute, we're going to hand out
Good
some
job,
prizes
everybody.
and some carbon copies.
And just like that, we made it to day 2 of the Wynn $400 100K.
Get another bag.
A different bag?
Bag and tag. Just curious, what is that about?
What does that mean?
Eric Baldwin was the chip leader of the first flight with just over 700,000 chips. And we one-upped him. 1.1 million chips. The biggest chip lead stack of a day one I think I've ever bagged. So euphoria is pumping right through me. We got to come back tomorrow at noon and finish the job. Stay tuned. Let's get that trophy. On one hand, obviously it's a great thing to bag the day one chip lead, but on the other hand, all the pressure is on me to win tomorrow. I feel like Josh Waitskin in Searching for Bobby Fischer.
If I win, everybody will say, well, of course he won.
If everybody expects me to win, all I can do is disappoint.
Maybe it's better not to be the best. Then you can lose, and it's okay.